Hello there friends, the final of the first CS2 major, Navi vs FaZe clan, AlexiB vs Carrigan, Wonderful vs Broky. It's gonna be just incredible. Without further ado, let's get straight to it. First, an interesting situation. It was unclear who will become the MVP because m0NESY and Dong sit tight in the first places by stats, while JL and Broky are way behind. So it's basically going to be between them. But more importantly, how Navi will deal with the Danish spirit. We've seen already what Carrigan is capable of on his home soil. He can single-handedly pull off the big rounds. It's gonna be very hot on the stage tonight.
Who is gonna win in your eyes? Is it Navi? FaZe? Navi? FaZe?
The teams are super ready, the stadium is loud as ever, everything that happened before doesn't matter. Still, some people say that it's not the final because it was between FaZe clan and Team Spirit way before, but bros, let's be honest, that's not it. By the way, this is the 7th consecutive final for FaZe clan and they've lost 3 of them, so Navi have a lot of chances to continue this series, especially after such a great battle with G2, as now they're not afraid of anything. Both teams finished the elimination stage 3-2. Both teams have managed to get destroyed and destroy. This is probably one of the most unpredictable finals ever. FaZe clan seem to be the clear favorites, but after 113 from Eternal Fire and 111 from Vitality, well, anything can happen here. Let's dive in. So, it's a best of 3. FaZe picked Ancient, which was unexpected and pretty strange. Yesterday Navi shot down G2 there and JL was crushing everyone. Navi picks Mirage and Inferno as the decider. The first ever CS2 major grand finals. Wow, I can't believe it. I'm so emotional, honestly. Navi vs FaZe, like in 2022 with Boomich, Electronic, Perfecto and Simple. But now all that's left of the team is Beat and Blade. FaZe start in the attack, Navi in defense. It's on. Carrigan got shot immediately. No one was afraid of the Danish legend here, but there's Rain, he closes Alexi. Into the plant they go, and Rain continues to shine. FaZe takes the pistol round, Navi has to eco, and they did it in style. Sure, they didn't win the round, but it was super expensive for FaZe clan. They lost 4 devices out of nowhere, and they will regret it many times over. Already in the next round, Carrigan commands to go A. That was a mistake, without a chance. Navi just destroys them. Wonderful plays just wonderfully. Now FaZe is just broke. JL solo. No words. I told you guys, he can't be underestimated. His Ancient is the 2nd best map after Mirage. Navi are ahead now, and it's all a consequence of that eco round and 4 lost devices. Finally, Carrigan decided to show himself. He went and just soloed B. He came out of the smokes, clicked 1, went back into the smoke and got the other guy. Nicely done. Wow. Carrigan smelled blood. Unstoppable. And, well, that's all good, but FaZe's weapon rounds are not working. Navi are simply outshooting them 6-3. Still, it looks like Navi can't play against eco rounds. They just can't. FaZe outsmarts and outfights them. But if Navi players buy, everything works fine and feels good. 4-7, it's a forced buy again for FaZe. But that doesn't stop them from entering B, scattering all the support players and winning the round 7-5. If just they hadn't given Navi all those cheesy force rounds, it could have already been 9-3 in their favor. They're gonna rely heavily on the second half. By the way, I've been praising JL, but Alexi is so good. 13-7 from the captain. No highlights honestly, but the numbers speak for themselves. And some amazing calls during the pistol round. Rush Day made 4 frags easy for Alexi. FaZe for some reason decided to force after a lost pistol round in defense, an odd decision for which Ime constantly punished them. 2 entries in the middle of nowhere and it looks like there's no way for a comeback here. 10-5, so far too easy. In fact, FaZe has shown nothing but crazy forces. Why again they took Ancient against Navi? Okay, finally we got the answer. At 5-10 we had a proper full buy round. Rain found 2, made a great lurk and paired with Carrigan to finish it. Well, Well, they took one round in defense, and then another one, and the third round, Carrigan made a lot of damage. They tried to clamp him alone on B, but the old man just doesn't give up. He had 2 with an AK and 1 more with the USP. And then Frozen just came to finish what was left, getting tight. 9-10, Navi has no money. FaZe's economy isn't the strongest either, basically one of the key rounds. Bit runs to cave and shoots Rain. Carrigan just successfully claps wonderful. He tries to frag AlexiB, but then gets shot by JL with a wall bang. Then JL found Frozen, and only Rops was left.
Navi over and long, Rops is opened, and now it's one man left to beat JL. Oh! Playing with confidence! Jay Lionheart! In the face.
JL wins a key round again, 12-9, Navi got to the map point. FaZe is broke, looks like the easiest ancient ever. But here, Ime just dies on the middle. Navi are outnumbered.
Now it is David v Goliath, and he is removed. Bit deals with him. Navi can feel this. They want this. Just a pistol of Broky! And it stands the test of time. JL, can he save the day? Can he cook something up here?
1v2, not a lot of time to do it. FaZe know that. That bomb is right there for the taking.
Everything. JL's going to get in here. He's going to have the plant for free. Now FaZe are left.
Broky!
Low on both players. This fight on a silver platter! And that move, that could be the move that cost FaZe 500,000. And he is not giving them anything. All the pressure is on Rain's shoulders. No kit means
it's
he
done.
needs the kill. And JL has arrived in the Royal Arena!
And another one. JL wins a 1v3 clutch and puts Navi up 1-0 in this grand finals. This dude's on fire, really, and still he's not even the best on stats, losing to AlexiB and Bit. They all played great. I don't know what FaZe were hoping for, but their plan didn't work out. A very weak attack and a few fatal mistakes put them behind on Mirage, and this is also Navi's favorite map. Simple wrote at this point, 1 more guys and history will be made. Imagine Navi winning a major without Simple. How is that possible? LOL. And goddamn, they really want to do it. Their favorite Mirage starts with a 1 pistol round, and with a glorious 2v4. JL found 1 frag, another, and 1 more. This guy just makes fun of FaZe Clan at this moment. No one can stop him, except Frozen. He also had a great round with 4 frags, but lacked the time to defuse. And yeah, AlexiB was just standing there watching how JL wreck everyone. And again, FaZe decided to force. Navi just weren't ready for the Rops and Carrigan smoke exit masterclass. Bit loses to Broky in the window, 2v5 against pistols.
And Navi just back to this B site, desperate times. They won't get in.
Broky even in with the backstab, and it's a flawless pistol round. Flawlessly done with that 1M4.
Losing to a force is the most frustrating thing that can happen to you after winning pistols. Losing economy, you immediately give up 2 more rounds in a row, hence a 3-1. And here, Carrigan, what a sly fox, a Dream B anchor, 2v5 again. Navi's attack isn't going well, and another cheeky clutch from FaZe.
On the short side, it's gotta be Rain. It has to be Rain. Carrigan moves in to help him. Rain puts up the first, but they're deeper than he's ready for. The backstab's right here.
Oh no!
Carrigan's bailed him out! And this one still has legs on it! As FaZe respond! It's just JL, starts his round over in Palace, looking for the crown! But the kings of the Royal Arena are right here!
And they rule with an eye.
2v4. They haven't made any mistakes so far, only the lost pistol round. All that came next was a perfect read from Carrigan and a perfect team play from the gang. The only thing Navi could count on was some individual highlights. As an example, here at 7-1, Ime and Wonderful were 1 step away from a 2v4 clutch.
They need to. Time is not on their side.
Oh!
Ema with the double. Suddenly there's a chance. Navi chase that bomb plant and they're going to get it down. Wonderful.
Oh.
And that gets him off the bomb. Broky takes it away.
What?
What a beauty. But the round wasn't taken. Again, although it was very close. 8-1 at their pick. FaZe got a little pissed off for giving up Ancient so easily, and Broky got back at Wonderful for the flick. There's the one against Ime, and unlike Wonderful, he took the round. There's not much to tell, honestly. Navi are losing 110, took one round only by some miracle. Now, the main thing is to win the pistol round, then a force, then the full buys, and then the score will be 10-6, and launch a full-fledged comeback. Yeah, no.
Carrigan whittles down, and now it's Rops. Rops being delivered!
He always does!
Alas, the plan didn't work out. 13-2 at their pick. Who would have thought? Well played, FaZe.
On this final round, this final journey, they want this one to go all three. They want this final to deliver, and they'll lock it in! FaZe Clan recover!
They flip the script!
Who said it's gonna be simple? 1-1, we're in for the decisive Inferno. FaZe are not gonna give up, and after the not-so-successful Ancient, they just destroyed on Mirage. Navi all had negative stats, which is kinda logical with such a score. We're in for a decent third map. The funny thing is that all the previous major finals up until 2018 were 2-0s, but not today. By the way, that's when Carrigan played 2, the notorious game versus Cloud9 in overtimes. I think you all remember that 15-14 call, but that's history already. Here we have a whole new chapter going on. Navi won the pistol round and made it through the opening rounds without a problem. A great start for the decisive map, that's very important. FaZe forces again, this time unsuccessfully. And at the full buy, everything went according to Navi's plan also. Poor Robs was left alone against 4 here, but of course Navi will not give away such a clutch. 4-0. Well, I'd say that they reached the bare minimum. Broky, 0 frags. Carrigan, 0 frags. Other than Rain and Robs, no one in FaZe was able to show anything. At 5-0, finally FaZe managed to do something. They entered B. And then, bam! B denies them with a VAC worth play. 4 frags. What a highlight. Somebody please tell him it's not the group stage against the Brazilians anymore. That's FaZe Clan and the grand finals. Meanwhile, Carrigan goes 0-6 in front of his home crowd. And I can't hear the Danes at all, only Navi, Navi, Navi. It's like the whole stadium just switched sides for a new favorite. And yeah, Bit strikes again meanwhile. 7-0, just an average game in the grand finals of a major. Apparently, we won't get to see any close and nervous CS today. One-sided game on Mirage, then one-sided game on Inferno. 7-0. Holy crap. Next round, FaZe have taken B, but Frozen and Carrigan have 5 HP each. It's gonna be 8-0, right?
It's Broky to open. They deal with him on the flank, but it's only Frozen left standing. 1 kill from him. Any more? Frozen is gonna be the guy. Gonna be the one.
Oh!
Just wow. Frozen pulls a 1v3 with 5 HP. This could be the moment when FaZe pull off a comeback, and I'm telling you, it's a real game changer. But if FaZe can stop Bit on this map, Wonderful decided to help them out.
2v3 in the retake.
Oh dear!
Finally, something's starting to work for FaZe. I don't pick sides, but bros, I just don't enjoy watching a 13-0 in a major grand finals. 2 of the best teams in the world are playing. They've come all this way. They've hung on by a thread so many times, and now they show that kind of CS? Meanwhile, FaZe took another round in the first half, and it's 9-3. A little better than on Mirage at least. Still, Carrigan has 0-12. When he's needed the most. Bro, that's just crazy. FaZe didn't do well as T-side, but I wouldn't underestimate them. After all, we've already seen some great comebacks. 5-12 from Spirit, 6-2 from G2. Now they're gonna win the pistol round, and it's gonna get hot.
And Rain finished off as well.
Can Navi squeeze those shots out? Glock's on a crossfire, some whiff bullets, but JL recovers, and he looks to close. 2 more kills, and Wonderful is there. As Navi know, this is inevitable.
Bruh, they lost the pistols. I just can't. Maybe just give away the eco and try to come back from 3-11 with a full buy? Or try another force. Sounds like tilt, but FaZe chose the second option, and it didn't work. Carrigan remains 1v4 with a 0-13 stat. What's he gonna do here, like go and take the clutch? 0-13 in the major grand finals in his home stadium. I feel so bad for Carrigan. Can you imagine his emotions? One thing is to have such stats when you're like winning or at least drawing. You know, like Ime says, that better be a low tabber but win a major than vice versa. Yet, Carrigan's losing 3-11, not much of a chance. Luckily, he finds the first frag, but that's all worthless.
He's been spotted, no element of surprise. JL and Wonderful, they will close this. FaZe broken and Navi elated.
Navi made literally 0 mistakes on Inferno and won the finals 100% deservedly. I can't even imagine what Blade said to them at the halftime, but after the disgraceful Mirage, they came and played like true champions. JL 19-5, Bet 22-6, Wonderful only died 2 times at all. FaZe were destroyed, dismantled, annihilated. Yeah, maybe they didn't play their best, but it's not really about FaZe, it's about Navi showing their mentality against one of the most experienced teams. Blade is a freaking genius. He basically made a team out of tier 2 players, out of a not so successful captain. He taught them how to play and they proved to be the best. That's already a fact. This is Navi, and they just won the first major in CS2 history. And that's the second major for Navi as an organization.
Come through, and there's the killing blow. Navi's highest height in years, and the gamble of taking breakout players from Paris and molding them in their image pays off.
Vindication.
By the way, Bit and Blade are 2-time winners now, and they do it all without Simple. Just think about it for a second. A few months ago, Electronic and Perfecto left the team, and Navi were looking for new players to replace them. They took a good support player in JL and the star of the last major in Ime. And AlexiB will be the captain. Many considered him a lost cause. He's been kicked out of G2 and out of NIP. Who believed in that squad? No one. Maybe Banks, but he's a glory hunter for sure. No offense, Mr. James, I'm just joking here, please. And now Alexi is the boss.
Performance to propel this roster to new heights. He is just getting started. And finally, Wonderful following.
When Simple left, people buried Navi for good. They urgently needed to find a sniper, and there were no other options but Wonderful. Risking everything and taking an inexperienced but promising player, it could all break down at any minute. But they got through, they survived, they recovered from the collapse, and now they're lifting the trophy. Less than 3% of people believed they would win, and they did.
The first team to lift a major trophy in CS2, your champions of the PGL Copenhagen Major, it's Navi!
This is one of the most amazing stories I've ever seen. AlexiB's career and path is worth a whole separate video. By the way, let me know in the comments below if you want one. He definitely didn't deserve that kick by Alu. He was in shambles, he was ruined. Then he got picked up from the tier 2 scene by OG. He went to G2, lost at a major and got kicked out again. Then Ninjas in Pyjamas, off the major again, off the team again. It seemed like Navi were signing a cursed man. No one believed in him, but Blade did. Blade built a structure around him, and now he's the major champion. He came down to the arena, hugging his family and the fans. Tonight, he was able to outplay, outsmart, outfight Carrigan himself, and not just in the game, but on the stage of a LAN tournament, one of the most important in the game's history. A true legend.
have to say is Torilla Tavataan!
And by the way, JL is the MVP of the major, totally deserved. He won all the key rounds on Ancients and that 1v3 clutch. He soloed G2, he soloed Eternal Fire, he was the one to beat Spirit and racked up 40 frags against Donk. Like, yesterday you're just a regular Apex player and now you're the major champion. He's a good lad, fun person, easygoing, he has a soul. JL is probably my favorite Navi player right now, and bit.
I fucking did it!
JL.
It's crazy. 2 weeks ago I was reading comments how I'm a tier 2 bot and I'll never reach anything in life, and now I'm the major champion. So who's talking now, bitch?
He had an incredibly hard time transitioning to English. Simple often mocked him after matches, Blade was constantly pointing out his mistakes. Everyone thought that Bit would never come back, but he did. He's a headshot machine again. He may not shine like he used to, but he doesn't need to now. He has great teammates around him, nobody fails, the key rounds are won, and he becomes the 2-time major champion. Anyone has any questions to him?
I don't know, we just play our game and try to play good.
Okay, but let me ask you this then. Is the headshot machine Bit back? They think so.
Yeah.
Yes.
Blade is just a true genius. How much hate has been thrown at him for slow rounds, that he's too old for this crap and can't do anything without Simple. His team shot down FaZe 13-3 on the deciding map. He put together very different players, no stars, no special plans to win. In interviews before the playoffs, he said that it would be cool to make it to the top 4. Blade once again proved that he's a CS genius, a gigabrain who understands the game on some inhuman level, on par with the developers.
How did you guys come back, especially after that second map?
We knew that new map will be, third map will be different. That's for sure. Like Inferno is completely different map in terms of map control, in terms of decision making. We did a lot of mistakes from Mirage. We fully reset. It was no-brainer. We knew that we can start city side and smash them.
And you certainly did. Congratulations once again.
And of course, Ime, the worst player of the group stage, yet the top 2 in Paris. He was painful to watch, honestly. The whole community hated him. He was just a meme. He didn't even have a positive KD at the major in the end. But he kept his word. He was there for the team and he did his best to win. He sacrificed his star role to be just the support covering everyone's back, doing all the dirty work. That's a character right there.
I mean, like, sometimes, I mean, I don't mind at all. Like, I got a lot of hate in my career before, but now it was like a lot of hate. Not like it was a lot of hate, but sometimes you cannot, maybe it affects you a bit, but what you can do, you need to move on, and then now I prove them I want a major no matter what, like, what they can say now.
Exactly, they can say nothing because you are a major champion.
Oh boy, oh my little boy, wonderful. He wasn't just able to patch up the holes after Simple's departure, he was able to replace him completely. And is he really Simple's replacement? He's a top sniper, but he's a unique player, forging his own path. Yes, maybe he doesn't show the same numbers as Monesi or Zyvo in their prime, but Blade's system doesn't need that. It needs a sharpshooter to hit 9 out of 10, and Wonderful does exactly that. Until a few years ago, he didn't even believe he could join Navi.
Большое желание попасть в Нави.
Вообще большое, но туда шансов пока что вообще нет. И в будущем любой тоже. Там слишком сильные игроки будут. Ну, типа, сейчас Сани Симпл, потом будет Монси, скорее всего, а я Авик. Нет, вообще так пока что.
I just love how he went all emotional on the stage. He is so adorable and his career is just unfolding.
I don't know what to say actually. It was a really hard game for me. And I think I played really bad, but my teammates are beast. And I want to say thank you everyone, guys, for supporting. Thank you my family, thank you my girlfriend for supporting. I love you guys, thank you.
Yet he's one of the best snipers in the world right now, and just a really cool and awesome guy. Now, my friends, let's see what the community said. First of all, they praised Blade the genius. Thorin said, "Now you see why I call Blade the professor. Won a major with 0 top 5 players in the world. He didn't have a Zaivu, Monesi or Dong. He didn't need them." NBK is also shocked. "The level you can produce with any team you play with is insane. Big credits to you." Pimp also praised Navi's play. Navi won the major with just 1 player within the top 15 players of the tournament. We spoke a lot about it on the desk, but it's truly a team with a solid foundation that doesn't rely too much on individual performances. They all complement each other well. Also, surely AlexiB got a huge amount of respect. For example, Nico wrote, "Congrats brother, well freaking deserved." Elish just called him the beast, Raz called him the boss. Zonic said, "Take a bow, AlexiB, the amount of shit you've been through and then this, huge respect." That's clearly a bit for one of the best captains of our time. Yanko praised wonderful. Simple was in Navi for 5 years before finally lifting a major trophy in Stockholm. Wonderful gets it in 5 months. What a start for the 19 years old. Zanik, by the way, also praised JL, saying he's a very mature player for his age. And the main fan of the team was of course Simple himself. Just look at the way he hugged Bit after the win. That's brotherhood. He also wrote, "My lovely Bit, get it and get revenge from Antwerpen." And also this one. "So basically I'm CS2 major champion. Feels great to be a stand-in. For real. I'm so proud of this roster. A lot of people doubted them, but they proved what they are capable of. Not only team but the whole organization. Once again." By the way, there were only a handful of people who believed in this team, and I've compiled numbers from various sources. It's between 1 and 3% of all people, who put Navi in their pick'ems as winners. That's the magic of the major, anything can happen. Blade performed a miracle, Alexi rose from the ashes, Ime shut down the haters, Bit is back, Wonderful is a true genius, well, and JL, he's just the MVP officially. Congratulations guys, that's an incredible story with a happy ending. One more thing, sadly, Carrigan didn't deserve to get beaten like that on the deciding map. He wanted to please the Danish public, but in the end he just upset them, unfortunately. He wrote though that he will come back even stronger, while Broky just posted his first unhappy selfie. Navi, thank you for the major's fairy tale. My dear friends, thank you for watching and staying with me for this whole time, and surely for noticing every single tiny mistake I make. Where would I be without you? Honestly, sincerely, much love guys. And yeah, obviously ahead is the new chapter of the transfer saga, so I guess we'll have plenty of content. I'm not saying goodbye for a long time. See you soon.